What's going on, everyone? Juicebags here, and welcome back to my 100% free-to-play DD2 playthrough. First off, I just wanted to say I apologize to anyone who I kind of misled in this playthrough. I didn't ever really have any intentions on playing through this thing solo or not taking advantage of the power surge grind, which is, without a doubt, it is the way to make it from Nightmare 1, right when you finish the campaign, all the way through to Nightmare 4. In fact, Pandinator from the forums has actually done the run completely naked. So it doesn't matter what kind of gear at all you have, that should really be everyone's first start, or first stop, if what you're looking to do is to jump forward into Nightmare 4 as quickly as possible. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and start that up. Now this will be, I'll probably end up doing this map at least, say, 50 times. And as we see last run, I got the Splody Harpoon sword, and that's not a required item. However, it does make life way easier. It doesn't matter what tier you get, if it's Nightmare 1, Nightmare 4, whatever. The buff that allows you to complete this map is actually in the map itself. It's dependent of any weapons or gear you might have. Now, through doing just that one Griblocks run, I was able to get myself up to 606 item power. Of course, I got the Splody Harpoon sword, which that was the reason I did it, and then a bunch of other miscellaneous blue pieces. Some pieces not even for the Squire. Actually, that one's a generic piece. So just this piece here, directly not for the Squire at all. But anyway, I did pick up this sword and this medallion, which are both pretty decent items that I'll probably stick around with for a little while at least. So anyway, without further ado, we've got our original 4 heroes in the hero deck. No gems, so I can't get another hero slot yet. Now, obviously, I could get that with Defender medals to get an additional hero card. However, I'm going to wait and save up my Defender medals, and the first thing I really want to unlock is the EV2, and that's going to be my choice as my first additional character other than the other 4. Now, of course, as I get more Defender medals on this account, I will add more. I'll probably get myself another Huntress, almost definitely another Squire, and potentially another Apprentice down the road. But my goal really is to be able to build and clear all of the Nightmare 4 maps on a free-to-play account. So just so everyone knows that the game is in no ways at all pay to win. It is pay to be convenienced, you know, with the main issue being bag space. From completing the campaign, you'll get enough gems to buy yourself one large bag, and you'll have 150 left over that I'm just going to kind of sit on here. And let's go ahead and get things started. So everyone's seen my power surge video. Like I said, I'm not going to do this a whole lot of times live, but I probably will do it at least, I want to say probably 50 times. And once you get kind of the rotation down on how to do this, it becomes really easy. And like I mentioned, Pandinator actually did it naked, so there is 0 gear requirement. The Splody sword that I got last run was for convenience more than anything else, as it does make the map a little bit quicker. When Pandinator did it, of course he did it completely naked, so no sword needed at all. Anyway, once again, I just wanted to get that out there. Sorry for anyone I misled on that. I know some people were unhappy. I probably got a dozen messages about it, and then a few comments on the video itself. But that was never really my intention. In fact, I was asked in a live stream if I was going to do the power surge grind to get geared up for Nightmare 4, and I said right then that absolutely, I'll be doing it. And really on this account, since it is 100% free to play, and it's actually my 3rd Dungeon Defenders account. This is my 2nd one on the PC, plus I have an account on the PS4 as well. So I will always be doing whatever is the flavor of the month or the easiest way to get the job done on this account itself. I'll save anything challenging for my other account once we get some more challenging stuff into the map. Anyone that's coming into the game right now, I really would just strongly suggest you just go with the power surge, as I guess the amount of challenge and enjoyment going through the nightmare rankings is really, it's just all about the time you want to put into it. Anybody can do it. It's very easy to do, not difficult at all. You just clear a Nightmare 1 version of the Griblocks Incursion, and you've actually got yourself the Splody weapon to make this run very easy. And since it can be done naked, I didn't really find any point in not taking this approach. So anyway, once again, sorry to those of you who were a little bummed out by seeing the route I took there, but that was actually the route I had planned on taking since the beginning. Actually snoozing a little over here. Don't go down. Okay, whoo, close call there. Don't want to lose the grade control, as if you do lose the grade control, it just makes it so you have to build out a little differently and you can't stay on your normal rotation. I actually got out of my rotation right there, which is definitely not what I normally shoot for. If you stick with just placing these down in the exact same order every time, it makes for a nice, clean, easy run. This one's going to be a little close because they're dropping right as the ogre's coming, but I should be able to get them down quick enough. Burn! Okay, yeah, another close call there. He walked in a little hot on me. But whatever. It doesn't matter which order you put these down. Just keeping and knowing your rotation is all that's really necessary. Some people like to sell the ballistas on this map too, and really I've found that there's just so much mana that it's definitely not required at all to sell them. You can sell them if you want to have just an abundance of green mana laying around, and you know, there's nothing wrong with that. But there's definitely no need to, no doubt whatsoever. I'm going to let all these guys drop. In fact, I'm going to sell these guys. The only reason is I normally put this row down first, and although it doesn't matter at all, it's just my normal pattern, so I kind of want to stick with it. Now, I haven't had the luxury of getting a creeper pet that could potentially have curse on it, or a earth pet that could have sandstorm, so I have no sort of speed boost right now. But if you did get one of those pets as you're getting through the campaign, it will make life much, much easier for you. The quicker, of course, you can get around the map and collect up all the mana, then the easier time you're going to have. Now, I have found that there's more than sufficient time to drop your 8 ballista down here and still make it over and grab any big puddles of mana, even with the ridiculously slow movement speed, and making it back up top before things start despawning. I mentioned it in my other video, and something important to note is that the minimap is very intuitive. As you see, as these ballistas are dropping, they're disappearing off the minimap right away. And that makes it so if you just get in the habit of looking at your defenses on the minimap, you'll see when they start to drop away, and it'll be no problem getting them placed back up before you can. Now, this map, of course, is going to drop that monk weapon, which I really have no intention of using on this account at all. I'll probably end up just going with one DPS character on this account, since it is 100% free to play. And I'm not sure what that character is going to be yet. Maybe an EV2, maybe a Huntress. Not positive. As you see, just tons and tons and tons of mana left over. Now, depending on, you know, what kind of item power you have, you may want to go with more than 4 in each row of ballistas, you know, potentially 5. Since there is so much mana, there's not really an issue. You can spam down as many of them as you want. I just kind of like to keep that same neat, tight pattern, as it allows me just to have no surprises. I know what to expect. I know what's dropping next. And I can just hang out and wait for it to disappear. Now, of course, I could always sell those ballistas, but I'm taking the laid-back and extremely lazy approach. I do sell that one right there every now and then, and it's more just to get it out of my way than anything else. Tons and tons and tons of green mana laying around, so no need to hoard it up. And we actually had real nice timing. These ballistas are not going to drop anytime soon. And that ogre should get wrecked. Yeah, there we go. Face officially rolled. And then we got Malthus coming out. I do like to hang back a little bit and not attract any attention. So let Malthus get into range of those ballistas and wrecked up just as quickly as possible. Like I said, I'll probably grind this map maybe 50 times over the course of the next several days. And really, I chose the Splody Harpoon Sword as my first milestone weapon, really because of this map, and it would just make the grind on this map so much more pleasant and easier. Now, the next weapon of any importance that I'm going to get is the Toxic Shock Bow from the Chrome Enemies incursion. Now, currently, I'm not in a position to do Chrome Enemies by myself. I originally intended on maybe getting into a Chrome Enemies run with somebody in the Steam group, but since you guys have enjoyed watching me go solo through this so much, I mean, that one run didn't really do all that much for me, to be honest with you. What it did is it saved me a little bit of time on this map right here. Without doing that run and getting the Splody weapon, I would have went through it on Nightmare 1 until I could complete it and gotten a Nightmare 1 version, and then just come right to this map as well. But don't get me wrong, I mean, part of the fun with all games, of course, is playing with friends. The Steam group has got 400 plus members now, and growing, and we've got lots of active mods that are doing runs quite frequently, almost every day. So anyone that wants to get into any Nightmare 4 or is just having troubles building it out, that's what we're here for with the Steam group. It's a very laid-back group, so there's no arrogance. Nobody's going to treat you poorly if you want to join in on a map. It's all good. How that works basically is once you join the Steam group, if you join group chat, it's going to allow you to join any game of anyone that's in chat with you. Just right out of the group chat itself. So anytime you see anyone in group chat, I've made it pretty clear to all the mods that anyone who puts themselves in group chat is opening it up for anybody at all to join. So by all means, hop in those matches, get yourself some of the fat loot, and get ready for the challenge, because where we're at right now in the game, this is not the end game. This is not where this game will be or where it's going. There's going to be a complete strategic revamp, so just what we know as Nightmare 4 right now is going to be changed. Plus there's going to be additional tiers. So everything, all of this 750 loot that we get right now, and some people have really grinded it out. I haven't completely maximized any character. I do have a couple characters that are close. My PDT Huntress is probably the closest. But anyway, this is not the end all. I mean, the game's not even released yet, so there's going to be lots more to come. So let's see what kind of hotness we got out of the box here. And that monk weapon is a guarantee, but of course you can also get a 750 armor piece as well. Ooh, and there we go. I got some boots. Well, the boots are what you do get. And a damn nice set as well, 729. That set of boots is actually going to go directly onto my PDT Huntress. As with the... Actually, Yeah, I probably will, because the PDT Huntress, of course, does not use Huntress gear. They currently are using either Apprentice or Squire gear. So that is a fat piece for my Huntress right there. So anyway, that's going to do it for now. Thank you for watching. Click that like button and please subscribe to the channel. And there's going to be a whole lot more DD2 coming soon. We'll see you.